All right, we're here for the evening edition. We had Donika on today, earlier. Today will be music, football, images. Who knows how long it'll be on? We don't know. We don't know. Hopefully, it'll be maybe more increments of different things. That feels better moving the chair up a bit. Let's have a look at the images right here for a sec. Lighting is pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Microphone sounds pretty good. It's the fine. We're good. Let's have a look up here. The volume looks pretty good. Let's lift it right there just slightly. That sounds better. Yeah, just ever so little warmer. Okay, so what else do we got? Oh, we already got somebody in the chat. Tony D. Yo, 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 yo. Tony, what's going on? Do you want to come up and talk football for a bit? We could do that. I even have lists. We can do that, even if we do it for 20 minutes. Are you open to that? Or are you busy? It is Sunday. Who knows? Just keep me in the loop here. Should I play a tune and see what you're doing? We could do that. I could look at some images too. Let's do that. So here's a cool car that I found today. Actually, I think I have to do it that way. Oh, look at that. It automatically goes to the car. Sure. Sure. Do you have the here, if I do this, you'll have it right in your Twitch. I think you already have the here it is. We had Donique on. She was talking about you, how you would come up on Monday, I think. There you go. There's the link, buddy. And we got all kinds of lists. Now, I'm curious. Demonstration. How do we do that? We went back to me. Interesting. All right. I just heard a sound that sounds like. Oh, there he is. That was pretty effortless. I'm actually getting used to this, which is good.
I'm trying to see if your Twitter comments are going to come up.
Mm. Is there a problem with Twitter again?
I did a stream earlier, and you can comment outside of the broadcast or in the broadcast. Looks like in the broadcast comes up.
Okay.
That's what I was about to.
What did you broadcast about earlier?
Hang on. I did a Heavy D and the Boys marathon. Have fun.
No way.
Yeah, in the broadcast. So when you're on Twitter, you can comment on the post or you comment inside the broadcast. When you comment inside the broadcast, it pops up. So there you go.
Okay. Cool.
So everybody's working for you. What's going on, man?
Not a lot. If I pop some names off to you,
let's go.
Yeah, does that work for you?
Let's go.
Let's go. Good. It's been a good week, or
took it easy this weekend.
Yeah.
Slept, which is what I need to do. Sleep. So I got some rest in. Get ready for the work week. All that good stuff. What happened?
What do you think of this image? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. What is it?
It's people dancing.
I got that part.
It's made by X. It's computer generated.
Totally. I was afraid of that.
Isn't that wild? So I asked to have people dancing on the field. And that's what I got. And then I asked for some angels and some weird other stuff. Do you know this individual here? He's real.
Offhand, no.
His last name is Hooker.
No, I don't know him.
He had such a brutal injury to his leg to the point where they thought he would never come back.
Right.
In the preseason, he looked like he was the starter.
Okay.
And he was somebody I've been rooting for a while in the background, kind of like how I like Baker Mayfield. I always
Right.
like this guy. I think I
Right.
like this story more than maybe him, but
Right.
he's now showing that he has this. Now, let's say you want to do like a love graphic. Let's say you wanted to send that to Danica. That is totally generated through Twitter.
Craziness. Tell Danica I said hello, please. I did talk to her and Tim earlier this week. I think it was early last week. I think I popped in on one of their broadcasts.
Well, she said she talked to you on Monday.
That must have been when it was. Yeah, I popped in their broadcast.
And she said that she felt like you weren't showing everything. And I kept my comments to myself.
Oh God.
Yeah. Do you recognize this guy?
I saw the name, yes. He should be back this season, which should be excellent.
Oh, I didn't think he'd come back with his leg.
We're going to see. Most players are going to find a way to get back on the field.
Yeah. See, we can do this. Now today, I was looking at some lists that are ridiculous, some lists that are not ridiculous, and I wanted to go through them with you. So I'm trying to now. How do I do display of a document on here? I don't think I've ever done that.
Probably got to, well, since you got it on portrait, it may be difficult, but you can try to share it, even though it's in portrait.
I'm just
Like
looking
that main
here.
picture down.
Presentation. Got it.
Yeah. I got to figure this whole thing out because I'm still trying to figure out with the changes that they did. Even when we titled the broadcast, the title didn't pop up on Twitter with the broadcast we did earlier. So that's a bit of a mess too.
Oh, I think I knew what I got to do. There's one step that I have to do. It's not that hard. Okay, so I'm going to go to documents, and I'm not seeing diddly. That's not good. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. See, I want this, but I want my files. So why am I not seeing that?
So how is everybody doing while Mike talks to himself trying to figure this out?
I'm doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Do you know who Matthew Berry is?
I know that name.
Yeah, he's an analyst. Okay, you know what I may have to do? I may just have to read them to you because maybe it's not applicable.
Why don't you drop down the picture you got on top? They didn't try and bring it up.
No, it's not that. I don't think it's formatted correctly.
Okay, that's different. Right.
Yeah, it's a format problem, and we don't have that kind of time.
Yes, you
do. Yes, you do, brother.
You do.
Yes, you do. And you know what I could do, which might be just as easy. Here
we go.
Here we go. All right, let's do this. I might be able to get there in the same way without causing any problems. All right. Let's see. Fantasy rankings. Okay, we're getting warmer. There we go. Latest da. Okay, we might be able to see it here. Yes. Okay. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but you know what? You have to improvise. And yes, do shakes go with those fries? Do you remember that? Do shakes
go fries go with those shakes? George Clinton, Paul Funkadelic. Yes, one of my favorite songs.
You do remember that?
Yes.
What year would have that been?
Don't make me lie to you on that one. Hold on, I can find out. I gotta say it's one of my favorite jams.
So if you want to make graphics for your show,
give me 1 second. Let me call you back.
Okay.
All right.
Call him back. There you go. So we're gonna look at Josh Allen here together, and he's got to make a phone call. So
no, I don't. I'm listening. I'm right here. 1986 is when that song came out.
Okay, I thought you had to make a call. Did you
get
at it?
I had to answer. Yeah, it's my sister. I got to call her back. What we got here?
All right.
Quarterback rankings.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it. See if we can get it to fit better. Okay, but can you read it that way? Probably not.
What I can do is go full screen on my side and do it. So yes.
Okay.
I got it. Go.
Oh, I wonder if I could do this. Yeah, that doesn't make any difference. All right. I think that's as good as we're going to get it. I can read it to you too, because then I can see it as well. Because I can go, I'll flip it here. Okay. So this is the rankings they have. Now, this is for fantasy football. Okay. Number 1, Josh Allen. Number 2, Jalen Hurts. And that's projected for this year. Patrick Mahomes, number 3.
I'm surprised he's number 3. He should be number 1.
Well, he didn't start off well last year, and if you're going just for points,
Understood.
he was a real slow start.
Understood.
I'm shocked they have so much faith in Josh Allen because right now, it's all new players.
High-powered offense. That's why he throws the ball to everybody.
He does.
I've always told you that he throws the ball to everybody. That's why when it comes to fantasy rankings, it's about how many points he's going to get and how many of the receivers are going to catch the ball. That's what that's about. Jalen Hurts is in the same situation. I do understand that, but Patrick Mahomes has had wide receiver issues, which will justify what you're saying and why they got him ranked like that.
So if you notice here, it's also quarterbacks that have a tendency to run in and get touchdowns. Josh Allen does. Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson is probably the most dangerous quarterback.
They've been saying that, but they got him in number 4 under Patrick Mahomes. I kind of disagree with that for the regular season.
Anthony Richardson is another guy that can score. CJ
highly
Stroud
ranked without a whole lot of experience from what we have, but that's your man's. That's your man's.
Yeah. CJ Stroud is showing maturity.
I would have ranked him higher based on last season alone. I would have ranked him higher.
Yeah, and you know how much I like Kyler Murray.
Yes.
And then they've got Joe Burrow, who is not much of a scrambler.
I would have put him
higher.
Yes, but he was injured last season. That's why his ranking's low.
Yeah, but we're talking for fantasy because
we are talking fantasy. Yeah, I got you for because fantasy is regular season. These are regular season recommendations that you have,
right? And he's not a guy that runs it in.
He doesn't. He can get the ball to everybody as well. Burrow's offense is just as much as Josh Allen's offense.
Do you get more points though if you score yourself? I think you do.
As the quarterback, yes, because the quarterback can throw and run it in. He can get yards on both.
So that's what I'm saying. That's how the points can really add up. Like with someone like Anthony Richardson, who could have 2 touchdowns in a game, and connected with another 2. Kyler Murray is, I think, as exciting to watch as Lamar Jackson.
He can be when he's healthy. I agree with you on that, but he's small. Now, as far as the quarterback who would get the points from running and throwing, that would be Lamar Jackson. Since he's the most dangerous, you would think he would get the most points and he would be number 1, but he's not. You see what I'm saying? Now, next season, I think they'll be giving the ball. He'll be using other players more than himself, which is probably why they got him ranked so low, since he's got Derrick Henry in the backfield now.
I'm starting to feel a little different about Dak Prescott. I've been watching a lot of film of him, and he is more talented than I thought.
Yeah, I think he's fine. His regular season is great. It's that postseason. I'm going to stick to that narrative based on what you saw and what I've told you. Can you see what I'm saying? Everything about the problems against him and the issues against him, even the media threats against him, is the postseason, not the regular season at all.
They've got Jaden Daniels. Didn't he get hurt?
I don't know enough about him. I can't. I don't know enough about him.
I think he got slightly hurt, but he's okay. Brock Purdy, God, he just looks like some guy that was your teacher, or
he's going to be fine with that offense. He's just not a lot of points. He is on a Super Bowl team, but he's not going to be the one making all the points. His team.
God, they have a lot of weapons, man.
Dude, the 49ers are loaded.
They're rated number 1, again.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm talking Vegas.
My point is made. Complete team.
Yeah.
Complete team.
What do you think about all the drama
with
Brandon Ayuk? What do you think?
They need to keep him. They need to keep him. They need to pay him and keep him. Just stop playing. You got a video on your top left that's still playing.
Yeah, no, I can't get rid of that. Can I? Oh, yes, I can.
Yes, you
there
can.
You go.
Brandon Ayuk.
We don't see it on the screen though.
Not anymore.
No. I mean the screen that will end at the end up product.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate it. I do
we'll
appreciate
do
you.
that. Brandon Ayuk needs to
Everyone
stay.
heard this. I appreciate it. I
I
just
thanked you
want
on your birthday a couple of years ago. Find that clip. I was reminiscing on some broadcasts. I'll chat with you about that later. That was hilarious. Brandon Ayuk can stay with the 49ers. 49ers need to pay him. You lost Raheem Mostert. He's down there in Miami. He's about to be in the same situation he is in Miami, that he was in San Francisco.
Mhm.
You have everything you need to win the Super Bowl. Injuries were the issue that stopped you off from going to the Super Bowl, but damn it, the 49ers can make it. They should be the number one team in the NFC.
I tell you, the Bears with Cleve. Am I saying that right?
You told me a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to tell you this too. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
The Bears are going to be good because they got Gerald Everett over there now.
Yeah.
I think it was the tight end. I did look at a little bit of that roster. I think I'm going to have to agree with you. We just got to see if it's going to come.
They have so many
They do.
weapons.
They DJ Clark, Gerald Everett, new quarterback Caleb Williams, new energy. We just got to see how it's going to go. Cole Kemet, big ups to him. Still big ups to him. I know what I saw last season.
I think they have a chance of winning their division. I do.
I don't know.
He can scramble. He makes people look silly.
We'll
And
see how he's gonna handle
nobody
that
can
weather.
cover anybody forever.
How is he going to handle that weather?
I think he'll be fine. I
Where did he
think
go to college at? Somebody remind me.
no, but I honestly think he is more relatable, and he's been said to be this way before,
Mhm.
but he is a mixture of, I think, two quarterbacks.
Good.
He has I think the vision of Patrick Mahomes,
Mhm.
and he has the escapability of Lamar Jackson.
That's a dangerous combination. And Chicago
And
needs that in their QB.
he got out of situations and made it look easy.
Yes.
And the only other person I know that does that is Lamar.
So we got to see how it goes. Okay, I got to see that for myself. I got you.
But he can throw like Patrick. Did you see the behind the back pass he did?
No.
Oh my God.
If I would have caught that, then I would have heard you entirely. Yeah, if I would have caught that, I would have heard you entirely.
He was not happy, and he was frustrated,
Mhm.
and because people weren't doing the call they were supposed to do. And he
Trying to
said,
take charge already. Yeah.
and he said, screw it. So he threw it behind his back.
Mhm.
The person was on the wrong route, and they went right into their hands, and everybody looked and went, what the?
Exactly. That's what
How
you want.
the?
You want your quarterback who can make it happen based on how his players move. That's a plus.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Okay, so we're now in the zone of Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Jaden Daniels, Brock Purdy. I think Cleve Williams is going to be phenomenal. Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know what he's going to do, but I know he's not going nowhere. He's comfortable.
He's
not going
definitely
nowhere.
he's a rich man now.
He's a rich man now, and I don't think he plans on leaving. I don't blame him. Big ups to him. I don't blame him.
Kirk Cousins.
He should be fine.
Yeah.
He plays well. I have no problem with his play. We just don't know the points he's going to get, but I have no problem with his play. He is a decent quarterback. He sings 50-50. He's worth the money if you spend it because he will not be a disappointment. The disappointment is going to be your record, not his play.
Well, they have a great roster.
Yes, they do.
I think they're going to be fine. Jared Goff is on, I think, one of the most talented teams this year.
Potential. Actually, you know what? Super Bowl team. Bump it. Super Bowl team number 2 for the NFC.
From what I've read, they are considered to have the best offensive line in the whole league now.
That makes them extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
You better go DEFCON 1 against them. They almost made it last year, and you know they want to go.
Do you think they paid Tula, and I can't pronounce his last name?
Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes. He, to me, is a perfect fit for them. I don't know if he would fit in another team. He's found a home
as well. He has found a home. They want him there. They're going to take care of him. God bless him.
Then we have, I think, one of the most prolific, talented, smart quarterbacks, Matthew Stafford. He is so incredibly underrated, and all the quarterbacks sing his praises and say, I try to model my game to him. Like, it
Listen,
was funny because
he is
CJ
one of the
Stroud would
quarterbacks. He
go
is one
ahead.
of the quarterbacks I would buy his Hall of Fame jersey. I
Yeah.
remember him in college. He has not disappointed me since college. His only disappointments have been injuries. He's about to be on season what, 15 or 16 in the NFL?
Yeah.
He's got time under his belt. I like him as a QB. I've never seen anything wrong with him as a QB except for injuries. Period.
He is super gritty too.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's gritty. He's a gentleman.
He's a
Uh,
beast. He really
oh,
is a beast. Big ups to him.
all right. So then we have Justin Herbert, who I
Great
think
future.
is going to have a rough year this year, and I'll tell you why. There's just so many changes.
You actually said something different about a month ago.
Oh no, I think Harbaugh will do well.
Right.
I think they're going to have okay. How to explain this? First 6 games, they're gonna have a lot of problems. They're gonna come on strong, kind of
Mhm,
like what Buffalo did last year. You remember how
mhm,
Buffalo looked kind of rough,
mhm,
just like KC did. KC
mhm,
looked really rough at the beginning. They looked
mhm,
vulnerable.
mhm.
The direct opposite to that was Philly. Philly looked phenomenal.
They got to get past KC as a preseason prediction. As the season goes, we got to see how they fare against Vegas and Denver as far as people in their division. We don't know what Denver's going to do yet.
Yeah,
Las Vegas, we know San Diego can beat them, but that's also a decent matchup. You can't even gamble properly on that game. So I think he'll be fine. They may not see much of the postseason, but I think they'll have a decent regular season, honestly.
yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I I think Justin though is going to have a rough time adjusting to the looniness of Harbaugh.
We'll see. We'll see.
I do. You're looking at, but both the brothers are nutty. They
Yeah,
both
but they're
are,
winners.
huh?
They're winners.
Yeah, they are winners.
They're winners.
Yeah, I was not wieners, winners.
Winners, yes. I had to
Yeah,
shake that kind of silenced you. You like that? They are
yeah,
winners. Yeah, they're winners.
yeah, yeah. Dijon mustard, Watson.
Deshaun
Yeah,
Watson. I don't
yeah,
know why y'all can't do this. I
yeah.
don't know what he's going to do with the Browns. He needs to show out.
I love
He
what you
needs to.
said. You said something that was so powerful. You said, "This is it. This is his last dance. He has to prove it this year, or he's done."
Yes.
Would someone else take a chance on him? Maybe, right?
If I had a franchise, I would. I know what I saw in college. I think he's recovered. I don't know what his injury status is looking like, but based on how he came in the league and how well he has played before, let me find out he's 100%. I would take a chance on him.
Yeah, he's pretty rock solid as far as I'm concerned. Um, with the gifts that he has, I don't know if it's a mental barrier.
By now, it might be.
He did phenomenal, right? For a couple years, he was
He
one of
was
the
fine. Him and what's that wide receiver's name that went to the Titans? DeAndre Hopkins. There was a 1-2 combo.
yeah. So, and again, another person who needs to prove it,
Ouch.
Aaron Rodgers
Yes, he does.
and Baker Mayfield. So right now we have 3 in a row here, and Gino, all these guys here, and Will Levis, all
Yes.
of them are in a position of where they really have to prove themselves. And Bryce Young.
Right.
I think Bryce Young, if he had been on the 49ers, would have been a totally different story.
Right.
I don't think it would have been as hard for him. I think Will Levis shows potential of greatness. He reminds me a little bit of Justin Fields. Justin Fields sometimes looks really good.
You know how we talked to touring the AFC South, Mike Patton used to be on Hats with us?
Mm-hmm.
He harped on Levis last season. He thinks he'll have a decent future. I'm not too sure about him myself. Mike Patton says he's going to be good. You got to kind of let the time tell with him.
Do you know who is the supreme athlete? Geno Smith. That
Geno,
guy.
I talked about him 2 seasons ago. I loved what I
Yeah,
saw what he did in Seattle.
yeah. And it's funny, Baker Mayfield to me is built like a quarterback, like
Yeah.
an old quarterback. Because old quarterbacks used to make jokes that they weren't athletic. They were just kind of wiry and rubbery. And he doesn't look menacing at all.
Mhm.
Kind of like a Brock Purdy. he has more intensity than Brock Purdy.
Come on, Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
He just got to get through the postseason. It's regular season's fine. He just got to make it through the postseason.
but do you know how hard that is to do statistically?
Yes.
It's insane. So
Yes, it is insane. That's why I said
should,
the regular season isn't an issue. When you come down to the whole season, I hear these rankings. If you're talking about fantasy football wise, he's still with the Bucks. What are they going to do wrong? Nothing. Who are they up against in their division? Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans. New Orleans is falling apart. Carolina doesn't have a lot of expectations. Atlanta's their biggest issue. And then you get the rest of the NFL. He should be fine, honestly.
So then to tap it out, we're at 26, which is Sam Darnold, who's with the Vikings.
You skip Bryce Young.
No, we talked about him briefly. I just talked about him, how if he had been with the 49ers, he would have had a very different year.
Probably. I don't know what's going on with Carolina, so I agree with you. We skip it. Sam Darnold, I don't know what he's going to do.
In the preseason, Justin Fields made some major errors where he did some fumbling, but he showed moments of greatness again. And
he got those moments. I agree. Yeah, he got those moments.
Yeah. Derek Carr is kind of falling out of grace. I don't know what's going to happen there.
I feel bad for him, and I feel bad for that franchise.
Do you know who's going to help the Broncos so much this year? Bo Nix. He looks phenomenal.
I've been hearing that. Yes.
Yeah, he is going to be great. And then at the very end here with the Patriots, and he's looking like a star. No joke. Drake May.
Seriously?
He's looking like a star.
Okay.
You know what? They've been saying that this may be one of the best drafts that they've had in 10 years for quarterbacks.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That there are so many that are showing potential beyond, because, many years were just horrible. They're saying there's a good chance that 3 or 4 of these may end up being, top tier, top 10 in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, so now we got running backs. Would you rather talk about running backs, or would you rather talk?
I'm here rolling with you. Go with it.
Okay, this is cool. And I find too that we're both a little rusty, so this helps.
This does help. I wanted this to happen. I just wish there was more of us here, so we're good. Here's the thing with your number 2. Number 1 is there's no debate on that one. That's hands down. Yeah. Breece Hall, he's had spurts. He's got to get the ball enough. He's got to stay healthy.
Oh, I think he's going to have a good year. I think he's in the right. I think he's in the right place. From what I've seen with the interviews, the chemistry that he has, I think he's going to be good.
He should be. Like you said, it's just injuries, and he got to get the ball. Honestly, because they spread the ball out with the Jets.
He hurt his ACL, right? Yes, a couple of years ago.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah. And first year. Now we're into second year with Bijan Robinson. So he's Jonathan Taylor's.
This should be 3rd or 4th year for Bijan Robinson. My apologies on that. This is in his 2nd year, I don't think. Bijan Robinson is going to be fine with the Falcons.
It's only his 2nd year, buddy.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Check that for real.
I don't need to. I know I'm right.
Let me check my numbers. Let me make sure about this.
Check it.
I think it's his 3rd season. Seriously.
No, 2nd. And him. Do you know who was supposed to be to set the world on fire?
Who?
Him and someone else from Detroit. Last name Gibbs. Jamar
Gibbs, yeah.
So Jamar Gibbs and him were supposed to take over the league. And
second season. You're correct. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
I'm pretty good with stuff.
I thought he had been there for a minute, so that's on me. That's fine. That's on me.
It's okay.
Jonathan Taylor, no debate. Jameer Gibbs, no debate. Saquon Barkley, question.
Now, why do you question him?
Because new team, new offense.
The chemistry with the Eagles is not great.
Point made.
I hope they fix that. I hope they remedy. They're talking. They may have to get rid of the head coach.
Point made already.
Yeah, did you make that point already?
I'm not sure what he's going to do with them. He should be fine. We just got to see what's going to happen. He should be fine.
Is Derrick Henry too old now, or is he still good?
No, Kyron Williams, I don't know enough about on the Rams. So
he's phenomenal.
Derrick Henry is up there. He's got to get the ball. He's got to be fast. People say he's slow. I know when he first got in, he had a couple of injuries which cost the team, so they was careful with him. I don't know what he's going to do with the Ravens. I don't think he has to run as much as he used to with the Ravens. All he's got to do is block and be available, which I think he will do fine because Lamar's going to run like crazy. And they got a monster. The Ravens have a monster backfield. Monster.
Yeah. I love Travis.
Travis is great. He got to stay healthy.
He is no, but they all do. They're all backs are
Yeah.
always hurt.
They always say that they get that taking that ground and pound.
That's right. You know, if he gets a step on you,
that's your man. A shame.
Right there.
You talked about him last season, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh my God, he gets one step, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking. You know, some of the backs, unfortunately, have the kind of speed that they would have probably been better off to be wide receivers because they would have more longevity. You don't get paid well for backs because they know backs don't last.
5 seasons.
If that.
5 seasons max, yes.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs has been hurt as well as James Cook. Isaiah was hurt several times last year and came back. So, and then you got to play hurt. Joe Mixon, I think he's going to do phenomenal.
I can't believe Cincinnati traded him to the Texans. I can't believe that. Joe Mixon's going to be a monster. Big ups to the Texans. They loaded again. The Texans are loaded again.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
I'm telling you, this is one of my predictions this year, and I hope that we look back at this like I did last year. I said last year that this would be a record year of quarterbacks getting hurt.
You said that last year too.
No, I'm not saying that this year.
Okay.
This year, what I'm saying is it is going to be an insanely close race. So there's not going to be a lot of teams that get 12 wins. There's going to be a lot of teams that have 10-8, 10-8, 11-7. It is going to be insanely tight.
Like it was 2 seasons ago, how close the records were. I spoke about
the talent
at the end of the first season. All the records were real tight with that 2-3 games of each other, which meant the talent was spread across the whole NFL.
Yeah, Alvin Kamara is phenomenal.
One of the best running backs in the NFL, period, point blank, hands down. Yes, he's up there in age, but I would still spend money on him.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker's is very exciting. Oh, I love David Montgomery.
Kenneth Walker's a good running back. He's got to get the numbers. James Conner was great with the Steelers. He had to change teams. I don't know if he still is relevant. Aaron Jones was the backup to Josh Jacobs. No, Aaron Jones was, where was he at? Oh, where was he at?
Was it Green Bay?
Was it Green Bay?
I'm not sure. David Montgomery, I think, is one of the most underrated backs. He is phenomenal. Now, he's at 20. That's still
most people pull him off the bench during the season. He's not one of the running backs that you draft immediately. He's down the line in the draft, unfortunately, but he does fine.
Who are we asking about earlier?
As far as
Aaron Jones.
Yes.
Aaron Jones. I'm just going to quickly.
He was either behind Josh Jacobs with the Raiders. I think he was with Josh Jacobs. A.J. Dillon was with the Packers, I believe.
Yeah, he was. He was with the Packers.
Aaron Jones was?
Yeah, it's right here. He's 29 years old.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
so he was the backup to what's his name up there in Green Bay?
Yeah, he's another guy that is insanely underrated. But the level of play now is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy, is out for the season. Do you know who that is? That's he's
quarterback for the Vikings. Yes.
Yeah, he's the
future of the franchise.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I feel bad for him. I hope Sam Darnold does well. I think he deserves to have another chance, another shot.
I don't know what's messing him up. I was harping on him when he got drafted by the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out like it was supposed to. I don't know what's messing him up, but he has not really been the same. He almost looked like he was going to be redeemed. Bobby Shadow, brah. What's going on, man? How you doing? I don't know what to expect out of him anymore. I don't. He went to Carolina after the Jets, went to San Francisco. Now he's with Minnesota, I think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he's bouncing around. I don't know what's going on with him.
So what do you think about Najee Harris this year?
Oh, he's the running back I'm going to risk it on. I've been watching him since the draft, since he got drafted. I remember he was in Alabama. He is Derrick Henry number 2. Yeah. He is just the same size and runs just as good. He's just later in the league after Derrick Henry. He is what Derrick Henry was. He just has to get out there. Jalen Warren is good. You skipped him earlier. He has been good as a running back, especially for the fantasy football aspect as well. Ramon J. Stevenson on the Patriots, I got nothing against him. He just got to get the ball. Honestly.
Raheem Mostert, I think, is one of the oldest backs in the league now.
He may be, but he's still relevant.
You think he's still relevant?
Down in the Dolphins, yes, he is still relevant. I think he had a decent season last season.
He got hurt as well, eh?
He had a decent season.
He was out a few games.
DeAndre Swift.
HN looked like, well, you remember at the beginning of the year, they looked like nobody could stop them.
Yes.
Oh my God, buddy, he's 32 years old.
Who?
Our friend right here.
Raheem Mostert.
You got it.
Yeah, he's up there.
32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's possible though.
He was with the 49ers for a while.
Yes, he was there when they went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, I hear somebody. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
I did. Is there somebody in the room with us?
Check it backstage.
I will. First, I got to find where I am here. I'm a little lost.
All them open windows.
Oh, there I am. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure who this is.
Who is it? Let's go.
I don't know. We'll let them in. I'm just curious. Should we let them in?
What's the name on there?
It's Simone. Hello, Simone. How are you? Hello.
Who is Simone?
Simone is one of my spiritual friends.
Okay. Hello, Simone.
Hello, Simone. How are you? Can you hear us?
Oh my gosh. Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, blessings to you. I'm so sorry. That was very cheeky of me. Usually, Michael, I would just say hi, but I just press it and see what happens. So I beg your pardon. I can 1,000% go.
No. Say hello for a second. We'd love to see you. I've just got to get this to fit properly here for a second. Just so I can. 1 sec here. I'm gonna get into this. Hi. There we go. Okay, now we're there. We're there. This is Tony. This is Simone. Two of my favorite people in the world. Now,
how you doing, lady? Good to meet you.
Yeah, blessings, Tony. Thank you so much for your gentlemanly ways. I'm just I'm just the party.
I'm glad you're here. We had Donika on today as well. Yeah. So it's like you're not a football follower though at all.
No, I'm sorry. I'll get to know the lingo, but we're from Australia, so
yeah. So tell me what you've been up to before we move back on to the football. But I wanted to see you. I'm always very happy to see you. Are you available later or tomorrow or?
Yeah, you can message me. I can definitely be on later, and I can definitely be on tomorrow. So we've probably got a few more weeks before we head back to Australia. We have been on the East Coast, and we went to visit amazing space friends in Iowa, and now we're in Austin, and more space friends today and tomorrow. So yeah, the energy just keeps building. The blessings just keep getting stronger, and I just thought I'd just come and share all of this good energy with you. And because as much as I said to everyone, I don't want to leave, but I have to leave to make sure that I come back next year. And I know that, we'll have to gather also too with yourself and Donica and a handful of others from Canada to have a meeting spot. So
I would love that. Yeah. So Tony is always put up with my craziness. We have Sean here too. Hi, Sean.
That is Her Story Untold. Remember her?
Yes, I know. I'm trying
to figure out who Jacob the Dude is. I don't know who that joker is.
Yeah.
Hey, Her Story Untold. How you doing? Good seeing you, lady.
We are grateful though for the community that we've built. Tony is always put up with the multiple sides of Mike Bathurst. And he knows that I have a spiritual family, and then I have Now, the only person that's been able to bridge between kind of my spiritual family or my other family has been Tim Brown. And Tim Brown was in one of our football broadcasts.
Yes. He was in a few of them.
Yeah. And he's structured and he has kind of a minister vibe.
Yes.
That's the religious that he has. We have yet another person in the room here. And this is Michael Bathurst. It's probably, I think I know who it is. Who do you think it is?
Let's find out.
You want to find out?
Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay. Let's find out. I think it's
someone. You got to excuse us. We're about to act up.
Hello,
Mike. We can't see nothing.
No, I just put it on.
You don't. The football thing is up there only.
No. That's his space thing that he's got. You want to say hello, sir? Okay, we tried. So someone's trolling. That's all right. That's funny. We used to get that a lot on Haps, and then we would come on and we would school them, I guess, or we would be loving to them. So,
to say the least.
Yes.
To say the least.
Yes. What has been the best part of your trip, Simone?
I would say, because I'm just trying to be really mindful and pausing. So, we had a strict COVID lockdown in Australia. We were looking after grandparents that were in their 90s. I got used to staying at home a lot. And so the bridging of it now is, of course, talking on an app from a phone to now meeting people in real life. That has been such a gift, because as much as it's a beautiful connection, doing things on the phone and on Zoom, having real life conversations and courageous conversations has been really powerful. I'm not really big on sometimes physical hugging.
No?
No, for a number of reasons. And I think the highlight...
Explain. Do people get weird? Is that what you mean, like sexual, or what are you talking about?
Well, okay. So for example, right? If I
no, her and I are honest with each other.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Okay.
If I do mentor or coach men, right? There's no physically hug you, because one, I'm married for 20 years, and so that exchange is only between my husband and myself, right? But also two, if they're married or with a partner, then I deeply respect their union and their relationship.
Oh, that's nice.
Of course, because especially when you're mentoring and coaching someone, there's a lot of intimacy and a lot of sharing,
right?
And love there, but it's like it's a different love. It's a respect love. It's not a
intimate, right?
Yeah, it's not a romantic love, and so we can the energy can always be a bit muddled. So that's one reason why I don't. Of course, there's childhood stuff which I'm not going to do, but the part of with this lovely couple that are on Spaces is they weren't sure whether to hug or not either, also as well, for a number of reasons which I won't get into. So when they said, "Oh, we're going to hug," a part of me was just like, "Oh no!" They flipped. I was quite happy not to, but But honestly, Michael and Tony, it was such a beautiful experience. I can still feel that love and that vibration. It was very, very heartfelt and meaningful.
Yeah.
And so if you're asking me, what was the highlight? It was having courageous conversations in front of people, them sharing, myself sharing, lots of tears, but there were more tears of release. There were more tears of healing than sadness. And the hug, the energy transference that I can still feel that. So, yeah, it's important to get off our screens and connect with people. That's my biggest takeaway.
I honestly think if you keep doing what you're doing, I think you'll be a household name in no time. And I think you should write a book. You're one of my favorite, honestly, human beings. Tony and I fight like brothers, but we get along most of the time. I know I drive him right around the bend. I try his broadcast. I tend to try to hijack it a lot, but I'm being respectful. Yeah. Now in the new, I think that's one of my goals this year. I'm going to write it down every time. I'm going to have a little list here. I will not hijack
The chalkboard, so you can be like Bart Simpson and do it every time you feel like doing it. That'll show you how bad you are.
Yeah.
Michael and Tony, I'm going to gracefully go because you have been amazing hosting and benevolence. And like I say, that was just very cheeky of me just to sort of come in when usually
We
I'd
loved it. We loved it. It was great. And I wanted you to meet Tony because Tony could use some good vibes. He could. Some good energy.
I act up. You might not want to be around me, but good to meet you.
great heart, a big heart, a caring heart. And you know what? Sometimes this world can be so serious. So keep laughing and keep shining.
Mm-hmm.
Keep having that brotherly love with Michael. I think it's great to have that banter. And yeah, I don't think you ever push too hard. So infinite blessings to you both and everyone that's listening and to the recording. Tucked up in my heart. I'll see you soon, Michael. Bye, Tony.
Take care, lady.
Yeah, bye.
Oh, I think I'm the one that has to do it, hon.
You might have to. Yeah. Well, she could remove herself, but you still got to take her out the
There we go. Okay, we're back. There you go. That reminded me of Haps.
A little bit.
Yeah, because Haps used to do that. We'd be going.
Well, the only reason they could jump in is because you had the link in the chat.
I like that though.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like that.
It's cool.
Jacob the dude is that?
I said that earlier. I don't know who the hell it is.
Is that Bobby Shadow?
Ain't now Bobby Shadow's underneath.
I'm trying to see it here. I think it's a picture of me.
You got to read what it said. I realize you're a senior citizen. I got to have the youthful mind for you. Then above it, he said, just playing around. So somebody decided to troll and make a little account real quick.
Yeah, but it was quick. How quick he did that.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. No. I get that, but he hasn't had that account beyond today.
As long as you can find it.
The other thing is too, that could be just the name, and then he just switches the photo, which is so easy to do.
Of course.
Right. There you go. Can we go back to where we were?
Waiting on you.
Thank you. Very well. Very well. Do you want to talk at all about this JJ McCarthy thing?
Well, let's go.
Do you feel bad for him that he's the first rookie ever that is out for the year in preseason? That's the very first time that has ever happened.
If that's the first time that it's ever happened, then yes, because he's got that stigma against him now. He really does have that stigma against him. Out for the season with an injury from practice already. That's not good. Not good at all. But he's got time. They took a chance on him. He gets back 100%. Be who they recruited you to be. We got time for that. That's an insurance policy most teams have.
I'm not. See, here's the weird thing about that is they took him, and everybody was kind of like, "Hey, well, why are they doing that?" Because they already kind of promised, Darnold that position.
You could promise it to Darnold, and then you're going to change, or you're going to train the rookie quarterback that you drafted in case Darnold doesn't work out, because Darnold hasn't been working out where he's been already. We see you, Bobby.
See, it's like Russell Wilson.
Russell did fine though.
Well, he's right now. He's in a battle.
Yes.
Right, with himself. He's getting up there. He's not a young man anymore.
Is he in a battle with himself, or is he in a battle with people still wanting him and playing him so he can get back to where he was? I think he's fine within himself. He's got a Super Bowl championship. He's got a couple of appearances. He has a
boatload of money.
He's got a historic record, comfortable family. He's got money. Yeah, he's just playing to play. I ain't mad at him. He can mentor. He can train. He can also lead. That's what they need. He's available for all of it. It's a matter of whether or not it works. It didn't look good in Denver. Didn't look good in Denver. Did great in Seattle. Does not look good in Denver.
I think you got people who are lighting up your phone there. I can hear.
Yeah, it's on vibrate. I get my notifications. That's how I knew you was on. Like I tell everybody, leave your notifications on. I make everybody's broadcast. It's not hard. It ain't hard.
No, it's not. And you make sure that you check, where a lot of people will hear that and not care enough to look, right? Have you seen this Crunk thing that we talked about earlier? Have you seen that at all this year?
What? No.
No?
I've seen it on your broadcast, but no.
Okay, so if you want to make something or you want to ask a question of anything, like let's say, I don't know, let's say top quarter backs in NFL, okay? So it's like Chat GBT
and Google.
Right, but it's free if you're premium, and you
Premium
can put
premium on what?
Premium Twitter.
Okay.
X.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get this free. So if you look at this, the list is similar but different, and then it gives you an idea of where they got the searches from. And what's wonderful when we're broadcasting is we can see what other Twitter contributors are posting about the same subject. So let's first see what it remedied up itself. And let's say if I could put your name, your full name, and it would come up with a description of what you are. I did it for Danica, and it was unbelievable. I did it for Shout MGB, and it was wild.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
No, I believe you. That's the bad part.
Yeah. No, but no jokes.
No, I believe you. That's the bad part.
Oh, okay.
Remember what I told you about all this a couple months ago?
Yeah, it's getting crazy, right?
Been crazy. Now they made it accessible to everybody.
Okay, so it decided that number one was Patrick Mahomes, which I think is
makes sense. He's a Super Bowl champion. Yes, makes sense.
Number two is Josh Allen. And here's the great thing. I don't know if you can read it from there, but it gives you a description, right? So it says, Patrick Mahomes consistently tops most lists, recognizing for his exceptional play, leadership, and ability to make game-changing plays. His performance in the playoffs, especially leading the Chiefs to another Super Bowl appearance, underscores his status. So it's giving you, so like, let's say you were stuck. Not saying that you're ever stuck. Does Sean want to? Sean, do you want to come? Do you want to come? Do you want to come up?
Ask her. Is that the issue? Yes, Chantelli. That's the issue to me. It's AI. Yes. Patrick Mahomes may not be number one on a whole bunch of numbers, but he is number one with consistency, postseason Super Bowl appearance. That's what makes him a number one quarterback, like Tom Brady was. You know he's going to see the postseason, probably Super Bowl. You can't say that about the other quarterbacks.
He knows how to win.
He's in a place to win. He's got a coach that helps him win.
Oh, does he?
He's got a fan base that's phenomenal.
Yeah, but I think he's like Tom Brady, where he has the ability to slow the game down and come up with the plays. He's best under pressure. So they have Josh Allen, who I love as well, often finds himself in the top discussions, praised for his arm strength, mobility, and significant improvement decisions making, which has been crucial for the Bills. Then they have, which is interesting, Joe Burrow. And it basically says has been frequently mentioned in the top tier, especially for his resilience and ability to lead comebacks, although his season started with a calf injury affecting his initial performance. He is the only individual besides Matthews. What's his name? Yeah, he's the only one besides him that has been able to beat Patrick in the playoffs. Those are the only two individuals that I know of that have been able to do it.
Matthew Stafford beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
They won the Super Bowl. The one year they did.
They won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. Super Bowl put in two different categories. No, I got you with that entirely. So Burrows beat him in the playoffs. Stafford beat him in the Super Bowl. Yes, I got that part.
And he was so gracious with him when he won, and he said, "You're going to win a bunch of these." You could hear him at the end. He said you did everything right. It didn't come together. What they did that year, the Rams, is they went all in. They spent the money. They basically, went into huge debt.
They were a monster that season. They were a monster that season. Yes.
They had all the pieces they needed to win.
Yes, they did.
They did insanely well last year, considering
they are coming back. Remember when I said they're working on coming back?
Yeah,
they are definitely working on coming back.
Puka Nacua was phenomenal.
Cooper Kupp stays healthy. It's a wrap.
Yeah. So in many ways, I find this list that am I pronouncing that right? Gronk? It's Grok. I think that's the 70s term.
Grok, not Gronk. Gronk is ONK.
Yes.
That is okay.
So Grok. What does Grok mean?
I have no idea. I'll see you.
I'm going to ask it.
Okay.
You should look it up for your name.
For those who don't know, Mike is having fun with AI.
What?
He is having a ball with AI.
I do like AI. Okay, here we go. Deep understanding, it applies a level of comprehension that goes beyond superficial knowledge. When you Gronk something, you grasp its essential, implications and how it fits into the broader context. Empathy. Okay. Wow. So do me a favor. In the future, look up your name. Your full name and see what you get.
Okay.
No, I think it would be interesting to figure that out, don't you?
I've done it before.
No, not with this tool.
Do I want that looking me up is a question.
And it's in playful mode. It's very playful right now.
So are the people that use it.
Thank you so much. Okay. There you go. So, all right. So let's do this. What is shout MGB? Okay. We're going to make sure I spelled it right. Yeah. There we go. We have someone else in the room here. Oh, we got the bro. The bro. Look at this. This is quite the show tonight. Hey, buddy.
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro?
Long time no see. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, you know what? I need to mute the where I'm watching you at, huh?
I don't hear any feedback, but
yeah, what's up?
You sound fine. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Now, well, I was watching you guys on YouTube, so now we're in a different realm where I had to mute the YouTube.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. It would drive you crazy.
Yeah. Hey, there is a I just stumbled across a AI application that someone else uses. Some gal uses it, and what it does is both of you guys are into this too.
Yeah.
What it does is you think about what you want to think about, and then you can critique it, in words of what's coming out of your mind. And what this app does is it creates AI video of AI images that actually move, dance, and sing. And it's like you're making your own production video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I could look it up. It's basically on my Twitter, and I think it's just a few tweets down. Mm-hmm. Either you can find it or I can find it for you, but it's a gal that that we know from I know from Clubhouse that I met her on, and she sells web domains for a living.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? With
There's
this
money in
app,
that. There's money
yeah.
in that. big
Oh,
time.
dude, she's like yeah, and she has other businesses too. But the thing about this app that she's using, and also her AI knowledge of, because it's an art. You have to train your mind to type out the exact words to make AI work for you. But this app actually does it for you. It makes you a production video or movie, whatever you can think of, it does for you. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I can right now while I'm live, I don't really like looking at my Twitter.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at
But
all.
she's an amazing woman though. And the last thing on her is she was on the news like 2 or 3 times on television news about what she does with AI. So that's how up and up she is. Yeah. On Twitter. Let me see if I can find her name real quick for you.
But you like AI stuff. A lot of people are mixed emotions with it.
Well, this brings AI to a different level that people aren't aware of.
Right.
Because AI is kind of like AI is kind of like BBS days coming into like basic AOL 1.0. Remember AOL world?
I
Yes.
do remember. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, or check this out. Look at this. I have wait. I have the chills right now. Check this out.
Okay. We have 21 people on Twitter right now watching you, Bobby. Bobby, you're sending them. You send them. There you go.
So when back in the days when
Oh
if you want
yeah.
to keep on doing the football thing, this was my very first cell phone that I ever bought for $200 off a rich guy that I used to detail his car in Newport Beach.
Right.
This is one of the first wireless cell phones after the brick in the car.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
and this cost me $200. I never activated it, but it is still chargeable. It's still like brand new.
Now remember way back, if you go way back, there used to be a very basic Nokia phone from the 90s.
Yeah, this is an Oki.
All the drug dealers were buying them because they didn't have tracking sensors in them to know where they were.
Back then, no.
Yeah, do you think that was these days?
No, you're fine there. I think if it works,
this was more like rich rappers back in those days.
You're not going to be able to check out your X feed or your YouTube. That's as primitive as a phone as you'll ever get.
Oh yeah, this is like a regular phone beeper right here. This there's no such thing as YouTube during these days.
No.
Yeah.
So Bobby, how are we in the future going to see more of you? Like, this is a very wonderful, spectacular moment in time having you here. I can't tell you the last time we've been on a broadcast together. It might be 3-4 years ago.
Oh yeah. I'm supposed to look at my camera, or do I look at my microphone?
You were the king of Haps there for a while, buddy. You were doing great.
Yeah, you know what? I'm experimenting with another platform right now that they're working on what you're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is it's a man of color from what is it called? What is it called, Tony?
I don't know.
Clubhouse. Clubhouse is kind of at their, at the edge of the cliff.
Yes, they are.
And but what's happening is Clubhouse is copying this guy. His name is can I mention his name?
Sure.
Yeah, the CEO his name is Nilsson. Okay. So more on it is he developed the he actually copied Clubhouse, and he he made and hired, spent a lot of money, and I think he has a lot of backing. He made a Clubhouse 2.0, which is called Chatter Social.
Mhm.
It's in
I've
the
heard
App
of it.
Store,
I've heard
and
of
I
it,
have
yeah.
8 invites. But what they're beta testing right now is what you're using. They're beta testing because they're going to
Do video?
charge $10 a month to do what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And you can stream to all your platforms.
Perfect. So they're doing like a StreamYard kind of thing, which is cool.
Yeah, and they're making their own easy OBS. Yeah.
You know what this sounds like though?
With overlays. Yeah, I know
like,
what it sounds like. It sounds like Haps.
It sounds like Haps.
Yes, it does. That's why I'm very excited to tell you about this. Yeah. This guy's not messing around, dude. I'm telling you. Like LA, all the shops are closed. Dude, get together, man. It's time to make your community. All this talk that I've been hearing, this shit. All these people need to get together now and start their businesses.
Yeah.
Or San Francisco. All the shops are closed. Let's get together and start a business and cater to all these people. Who are the people? The homeless people, dude. They got money, dude. They got money coming in. Let's create a business and be on this all day long and talk about it. Got to start talking about solutions. That's what I'm going to be doing in the future.
Instead of talking,
what's a solution to what the problem is? We can't wait for Kamala to make it in, or can we?
Her name
I don't know.
Her name is Kamala.
You tell me.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I love it. So, I'm going to end it up about here, but this has been great. Listen, can we connect again?
Yeah, connect. I mean, if I see you live and I see the link, like I clicked on the link. I don't have anything downloaded. I just clicked on the link and boom. Yeah. My whole office right now is right here on your front doorstep. Look at this. All I need to do is get closer to my microphone. And wow, this is like so amazing, dude. It's so different right now than back when of AOL when I used to call up tech help.
This my dog right here.
I have no problems at all with my system, my microphone, my little tiny, my little tiny mixer, dude. I'm ready for football to come right out of my screen and just take me. Dude, pretty soon football is going to be right in your lap.
It is. So listen, we're gonna let Tony just for a moment have the stage just for a second, do a little dance and tell us about his football show. Can you do that, Tony, just for a moment before we go?
For those who are unfamiliar, I do Bell Kings Fantasy Football League. The broadcast is mainly covering fantasy football aspects on all the positions available for fantasy football players in their leagues. We have a league set up on NFL.com. I look for the league members to be there every broadcast, even though they cannot make it. Nothing against them, but it's my scheduling. Mike and Rich Roberts have jumped on and joined, even though they're not in the league, to help with the broadcast, contribute to the conversation. Shout out to Tim Brown as well for being there, who wasn't a member but came along as Mike invited him one time. I normally aim to broadcast 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time on Sunday mornings during the regular season. Since the preseason has started, I need to start broadcasting. However, and I'm going to say this again, I do not want to put the league into play until the 53-man roster is set for all the teams. It only makes sense to me to wait for all the players to be in place before we start a draft. The draft should be coming up soon. I should have time available over the next couple of weeks to get caught up on the football stats, the players, the positions, the teams, like me and Mike were doing tonight as it started. Look for me this week. My delay right now is trying to get everybody on the same schedule. I've been trying to aim for Tuesday nights for the past couple of weeks. I'll shoot for Tuesday night again this week. Let's say, look at make sure I don't have nothing going on. As of right now, I don't have anything going on. Yes, I do. Tuesday night. Okay. Maybe 7:30. Tuesday night I do have some Tuesday evening I do have something to do, so we'll try to aim for 7:30. I will try to put something out there, but look forward to Bell Kings Fantasy Football League. We're 2 seasons in. This will be season number 3. Big ups to everybody who's been a member of the league. Big ups to the people who have joined me on the broadcast, and big ups to everybody who came in through the chat on all the platforms. Thank you all. You will be seeing me. Appreciate it, Mike.
We appreciate you. And Bobby, where can we find you, buddy?
Let me unmute myself.
Yes.
For all your audience out here on YouTube land, I put Krista Gable's name in the chat. That's who I was talking about earlier. And the app that I was talking about, which you should try, you guys, here on the stage, is called, what is it? Suno.
Yes.
/AI. Yeah.
I love that's I generate tunes from that all the time. Yeah.
And if you want to get a hold of me, check out all the socials. Bobby Shadow, Bobby Stamps, and Shadow 3413.
Word up.
Let's go.
Word up.
That's the word. It's a code word. Ow. Okay, thank you, folks. We will see you soon in the near future. God bless you all. Please choose to be kind to one another. Thank you for Simone for coming up, Bobby Shadow.
Absolutely.
Of course, Tony D. We have Sean here, and we have Leaf Davison. Who's here. Thank you. And we had a troll earlier, too.